Is our favorite anti-magic chibi, Liebe, actually a high-tier devil? Now, this is a question that most would say, well, the answer is kind of obvious. No. And for the longest time, I would have said the same thing. But after going back through the Spade arc, I noticed something so obvious that actually supports the idea that he might be a high-tier devil that I couldn't believe that I missed it beforehand. But before we get into what that is, let's discuss what we know so far about the devil hierarchy. Each devil is ranked individually based on the amount of negative mana they have. The more mana they have, the obviously more powerful the devil is. Which obviously means the more powerful they are, the higher up on the tier list they're going to be ranked. And each individual devil is assigned their rank at birth, which means that no matter where they're placed on the tier list, they are stuck in that single position from the moment they were born to the moment they die. So again, Lee being born with no mana should instantly disqualify him from ever being considered a high tier devil. In fact, based on the ranking system, he should fall to the very bottom of the tier list. But there is one piece of evidence that we have that actually does support the idea that our favorite monolith chibi is actually a high tier devil. But in order to show you it, I have to show you some examples of the kind of devils we've seen so far throughout the series. This right here is what a mid and low tier devil looks like. And this is what a high tier devil looks like. Do you notice a difference? Low and mid-tier devils have much more of a monster-like appearance, looking actually much more like the ancient demons we've seen throughout the series, while high-tier devils seem to take on a much more human-like appearance, with seemingly the higher rank they are, the more human-like they actually appear. Take, for example, the three highest tier devils we've seen so far, Lucifero, Beelzebub, and Megacula, each looking much more human in appearance than their fellow devils who fall much lower on the trio path. Like my two personal favorites, Lilith and her twin brother Nama, who have a lot of, let's call them, similar qualities to humans, much more so than mid and low tier devils, but they still have more monster-like qualities than the three previously mentioned devils. The main point I'm trying to make is that a common trait that all high tier devils seem to have is that they look like a hybrid of monsters and humans, with the monster part being much less present the higher tier they are. Which is the main reason why I believe that while he is considered low tier due to being born without mana, Liebe is still technically a high tier devil. Also, it is important to note because while talking this over with a friend, I realized that some fans actually do believe that only devils that sit on the tree of Klepoth can be considered to be high tier, which is actually not the case. Because of this man, thing, devil, let's just call him devil, because of this devil right here, Zagred, or as I like to call him, Kaguya done right. Anyways, the Great here is actually confirmed to be a high tier devil by the king of devils himself, Lucifero, but as far as we are aware, he does not sit on the Qlipoth. So far in this video, we concluded that high tier devils exist outside of Qlipoth, and that the easiest way to tell the difference between a low and mid tier devil versus a high tier one is their more human-like appearance. And of course, their immense amount of mana, which is obviously where our boy Lieb obviously falls short on the qualification list, but he does have something that makes up for it, and that is his anti-magic, a power source wholly unique to him, is seemingly limitless and incredibly powerful. Powerful enough to cause even the king of devils to fear it. While not exactly mana, I would definitely argue that it's a good substitute. Also, and this is just headcanon for me personally, but I actually believe that due to Lee being born more human than monster in appearance, I do think that he was actually supposed to be born a high tier devil. But just like his adopted brother Asta, being born with some kind of mutation caused him to have no mana and stole that birthright away from him. But even still, based on his appearance falling in line with other high tier devils and the enormous pull and power of his anti-magic, I believe Lee more than qualifies to be considered a high tier devil.